Hello, Dan again, Without Fire, and this is practical exercise number 1, identifying your needs. Have a think about which parts of smoking you rely on the most and would be hardest to give up when pushed to that point of trying. This will help you to identify the areas where you're going to need help the most and should hopefully allow you to decipher which of the NRTs that are available on the UK market would be best suited for a smoker like you. Number 1 could be having something to do with your hands. Vaping, with its gadgets and gizmos, really offers something to replace that kind of hands-on element within the addiction of smoking. And it's worth looking at which other ones could be hands-on. For example, inhalators or oral sprays are a great starting point for something to replace that kind of hands-on action. Maintaining a level of stimulation throughout the day could be number 2. So for example, one of the slower releasing nicotine replacement therapies, such as patches, which will give you a constant slow release of nicotine into your bloodstream, that may well be more suitable for an individual like you if maintaining that level of stimulation throughout the day is the most important factor for yourself. Thirdly, it could be getting an instant hit. Smoking really does deliver nicotine to the bloodstream rapidly. Things such as lozenges, the spray, and also nicotine salt e-liquids will also help you to deliver that nicotine hit quickly when you get that craving. Addressing the feelings and activities that make you feel like you need that immediate hit of nicotine is also a really good thing to do when looking at coming away from the habit of smoking. Addressing these emotions can be the key to unlocking that success of stopping smoking. Taste and flavour. This one is incredibly important, as I have learned through the 9 years of working in the sort of vaping sector. Very few people desire the taste of a cigarette, but quite often when you remove that from someone's habit where they're used to consuming it for 4 minutes a time, up to 20 to 30, 40 times a day even, to not have that taste stimulation is really a huge part of why people quite often don't manage to give up smoking successfully. Things like the lozenges come in varying flavours, also things like nicotine gum, and of course my field of expertise in particular, vaping. It's really important to factor in taste and whether that's something that you're going to feel like you need when giving up smoking. Lastly, you have breathing control. Now, a lot of people believe that smoking calms the nerves, so to speak, because of the breathing habit that is involved in smoking a cigarette. It's usually a very slow, drawn-out breath, inhale through the lungs, and then exhale. Now, that can be imitated in a multitude of ways. One of the most successful forms of breathing control that can be really successful when looking to stopping smoking is something like yoga. The breathing exercises in yoga are very, very similar to the way in which someone breathes when smoking a cigarette. These are things that you should factor in as being the top 5 that need to be placed in an order of importance to you. Good luck. Hopefully you manage to put them into a suitable order of 5 and we can move on to the next stage of this course.